Yo, Leo, Flea the dog.
Oh yeah, by the way, all right. So check it out, man. Since we all checked the mics, everybody good. Everybody good. We getting sound everywhere.
Yo.
All right, cool, man. So
We got sound coming through on Xotic's mic.
good. All right, cool. So check it, man. We're on the set live right now, man. It's your boy DJ 300 International. I got my man Tay, aka theTAYkeover, in this bitch.
Yo, the TAY from the CHI, but we live in MIA, or at least a suburb
Yup.
of Miami.
For sure. I
We
got my
here.
man DJ Exhale behind the boards, engineering the joint.
How you
I
go?
got my man Jose. He just woke up.
Yeah.
But he'll be back soon. He's
went
going to Chipotle real
Jose,
quick.
he's going to
make a
bathe
run.
in Kobe
You know what
sweat,
I mean?
so it can be great for the rest of the day.
For real. So today, man, today is something real special.
Yeah,
Not
man.
just because it's I guess our first official podcast.
Yeah.
But it's also our first time having a guest or guests in this motherfucker. So
I feel like you
I
said
wanna-
the same thing twice.
yeah.
You said guest.
Yeah, I did.
Said
All
guest
right,
or
man.
guest.
I did, man. Yo, check it, man. So who do we got in the building, Tay? Let
Yo,
them
so
know,
we
man.
got Smyth, we got Xotic,
Yep.
but they go by XMG.
Yes, sir.
I want everybody to give a little round of applause.
XMG in the
What's up? So what I want to shout them out first and foremost, because y'all are the first guests, you know what I'm saying, on the set live. And what I can appreciate is people who come through and bring gifts. I don't appreciate the fact that y'all stole them from Movie Co. these 3D glasses from when they went to go see goddamn Avengers.
Hey, you gotta get it how you get it when you.
I agree though. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Look,
rough
the
out in these
unsigned
streets.
struggle is really real, so you have to be resourceful. So I feel that. You feel that? So they took the glasses and put their name on it. That's
Yo, that's
That's
dope.
what's up
I
right
didn't even
there.
notice that. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
even- yo.
I peep game.
Oh,
you know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah.
I peep game.
Yeah, man.
It's a
Yo, we
business card.
appreciate that, man. For real, we appreciate the
I
love.
like that. That
I
was
like
so we
that
could
a lot.
see. You know, Xotic got on one red shoe and one blue shoe, so we could see his
Yeah.
shoes better. You know what I'm saying? Show him the
Yeah.
swag, man.
Hey.
Show him the
Already do it.
swag, man. Show him the
There
swag.
we go.
Red and blue, red and blue.
So, fellas, man, you know, we're gonna try to stay away from like the generic questions. You feel me? Like, but we do want to know, and I'm pretty sure the listeners want to know, who is XMG? Like, how did y'all link up?
Well, basically, we started out just off my friend getting the MacBook. He's not here right now, but you know, you'll see him around. You'll see him around.
Okay,
He's
okay.
always with us.
JD.
Yeah, he got a MacBook, and he basically came over. Was like, "Yo, I got GarageBand, bro."
Yeah.
And we were like, "Yo, we Xplosive
Bro,
XMG."
we started off on like a Beats mic, like just a headset Beats.
Yeah.
And we were just freestyling
with
okay.
a sock.
with a sock
wrapped
on the
around it.
mic.
I mean,
as a pop filter.
well, look, man, as an artist, we've all been to that humble beginning. You know what I mean? Where you have to make the makeshift pop filter out of like a stocking cap. You
Yeah,
know what
bro.
I'm saying? It's a
Right.
part of the hustle, man.
Hold on a second. But before all of that though, right? Before the MacBook and your homeboy and everything, like take us back though. Like where you guys from? What's your background? What's your nationality? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because like me, I'm standard black, just regular, straight black.
African
Welcome to the
American.
team, bro. Do you ever get asked the question if you're
Every
mixed?
time,
Bro,
they were like, so where you from? No, they say, what are you? I say black. They were like, but no, where your parents from? I'm like, Chicago. You feel me? So I'm a regular standard black, regular black.
See, I got a different problem because, you know, my parents are Jamaican, so everybody wants to hear the accent.
Of course
But
they
I never
do.
had the accent. So I was I'm literally just standing out like,
He's like, I'm from Broward.
I was born and raised here all my life, you know, Broward.
So your family's
Broward.
Jamaican.
Yeah, family. Everybody in my family's Jamaican. Everybody has the accent.
Word.
Except you.
Yeah,
Do you ever feel left out, or
I do sometimes.
do they make fun of you about being
All
like the one
time.
that ain't the
Hell
one?
yeah.
We made a song about it. I was a cast out. You know?
Oh, okay. I like that one too. I like that song. You had a line
for
in that
sure.
I like.
So you're born and raised in Florida?
Yeah, born and raised. I was always in Sunrise, Broward. area.
Dope. Hey.
Me,
Here we go.
I'm born in Miami, Carroll City.
Okay.
And from there, I moved to Plantation. That's where I went to high school. That's where we linked up at.
Word.
I used to kick beats on the table, and he used to freestyle at lunch. That's how we used to rock it. And then that's how that's how me and him got close. And then when
Word.
I graduated, because I'm a year ahead of him,
Mm.
you know, I used to go over to his house, and then that's how we started linking up with music. So,
Dope.
I mean, he comes from a different background than I do.
right.
But at the same time, the music, we just clicked. Like, the music was a vibe. Like,
Right.
we always had the same vibe. We had the same people we listened to. So, you know, it just worked out real well.
Dope. So what high school did you guys go to?
Plantation High.
Oh, Plantation.
Plantation.
Okay.
PHS, P-Town.
Hey, shout out.
It makes it sound so official when you say it like that. P-Town.
For real. So, all right. So you guys met in what grade?
He was a
Yeah, I was a sophomore.
He was a
He was a
sophomore. I was a junior.
Okay.
And we just linked. Like, I don't know what it was.
How did that happen? How did the link up come? 'Cause, like, you guys had the same
Basically,
class?
Oh,
Or?
we had the same class, and I was literally in that class getting roasted about every day.
Okay.
Flamed up. Like,
I mean,
I was
everybody in
the
the class
only
was
one
on me.
coming to his defense.
Like,
But this man
leave
was
him
getting
alone.
flamed.
It's not his fault he don't have an accent.
Like every day getting flamed up from my phone for just the fits that I'm wearing. Like I come through, I was voted best dressed eventually, but it didn't start like
But
that,
it took some time to get there. You had to work through some kinks.
Like,
Shit. Dope.
That's
Dope.
funny.
So now your boy comes into play, brings the laptop, says I got GarageBand. You guys just spoke about the Beats headphone, microphone / mic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think
The combo
a lot
joint.
of up and coming artists do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Just to get the sound out, because you know a part of it or most of it is just executing it, right?
Yeah.
So we can make excuses all day about why we can't do whatever it is, but if you got something available to you, you got to make something happen.
You know
so
what's
always
funny is
kudos to that.
we didn't even know what we had when we were doing it.
Right.
You know, we were just kind of having fun. And that's what music is all really about.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
once you get too focused on just the industry and wanting to make something for people to talk about,
Yeah.
I think that's where you lose yourself. Like, you want to just make music that you feel.
Right.
And that's what we started to do. You know, that's how things kind of take off.
It's a tough thing because we all start off with the fun part, but then as you get deeper in the industry, there's certain like things you're gonna have to adhere to. So it's finding the balance really,
Yeah.
because you want to keep it fun always, but then it's very important to keep it professional. You know what I'm saying, to present yourself,
Right.
and that it's kind of I wanted to segue into that because I was listening to some records, man, and I like the sound. You feel me? And I could tell that you guys. Y'all not recording on the Beats headphones and mics anymore. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
definitely not.
kudos to y'all
Appreciate
for that,
appreciate
because
that.
you can't be doing it for you can only start off with do that for so long before you have to transition into doing it for real.
And real quick to piggyback off of that,
Yeah.
shout out to Fonzo.
out
Fonzo is the
Fonzo.
third. Is the,
Ozo.
Ozo. He's the
Okay.
third member of our group. He built the studio from the ground up.
Is he the takeoff of the group?
The takeoff is he incarcerated? In other words,
he's not the
He's
takeoff.
Was he left out
incarcerated
Bad
in
and
a-
Bougie?
in a
Who
different
left out
way.
Bad and Bougie?
Okay.
You said I was left out Bad and Bougie?
he said
It's
he's
crazy
incarcerated in a
'cause
different way.
He's the reason we sound how we sound, but he's not on most of the tracks.
So he's the takeoff.
He's
of
sort of the takeoff.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so I guess
Shout
he's
out to the takeoff.
But the
of
man he's grinding.
XMG.
That's how I
But if he's grinding, you know what I'm saying, kudos to that, because it takes it is always a team behind it, you know. So a lot of people don't really realize that as well.
Yeah.
So kudos to him if he's behind the scenes helping to propel the vision forward. That's a good look right there.
Yeah.
Dope. So real quick though, like before we move on any further though, I want to know like what got you guys into music? Like what inspired you guys to say, yo, you know what? I want to pursue music.
Outside of the fun part.
Girls.
I think it was the Coast to Coast.
Yeah,
Coast
definitely.
to Coast Live.
Definitely.
Shout out Coast to Coast Live.
We saw this thing on Instagram about you win this competition and it's 50 grand and all this type of stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that shit. And he's like, let's fuck it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's just do it. And we did it. And bro, when I tell you the energy was crazy, like it just opened our eyes to what our potential could be. Like we had the whole stage rocking, the whole club was rocking. Everybody was messing with us. We linked up with a bunch of people. And that's where we were like, all right, we need to take this seriously.
What's impressive about that with the Coast to Coast events is, to be real, it's a room full of other artists.
Yeah.
And other artists are very hesitant to give love to the guy on stage, because if somebody's killing it on stage, the
They
guy in the
feel
crowd
so-
is like,
yeah.
yo, I'm better than that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're able to translate your sound and your energy in that kind of room, that's impressive within itself. Because other artists are inherently haters. Like I don't know if they necessarily mean to be, but they be like, I don't like that nigga with the blonde tips.
I think it's mad important. This DJ X up, by the way. I think it's mad important to have that kind of competition.
Yeah.
Because I think hip hop is like that. It is that.
It is that.
And I
It's
think
a sport.
That essence is important, especially in your current beginnings.
Yeah.
I think you gotta admire that, because you're gonna be like, all right, well, this other guy's hating on me. I gotta do better or keep doing better. And I think that's what the young game is about.
Yeah.
Is excelling in that manner. Because once you get to an older age and you're more mature artist, you start to kind of lean back. And I think I heard the quote from Snoop where he talks about how he becomes the sun instead of trying to get there, you know? And he kind of watches over everybody, and you get to that point. So as a young artist, I think it's important to keep that motivation. And
you know what's crazy? I take pride in that, because when we were waiting to perform and people were like, you know, just vibing, they weren't really into the energy. And then you get on stage and your energy is so strong
that it
song
translates.
Is moving, that you can't help but move your body. You can't help but jump. Like, I take so much pride in that. Like that's what excites me about music.
I was excited for you guys. I mean, just when I first saw your first performance, I met you guys. I didn't really know much about you. I think it was one of your reps came and communicated to me after they met.
They big time reps? They big time.
I think it was a manager. Was it a manager?
Shout out to my boy Peter.
Shout out
Peter. Yeah. So he reached out to me and he's like, I got these guys, and I'm like, all right, cool, man. Just let me find out if it's cool to bring more artists, because I didn't know if one of the artists was the only one performing. So once I got the okay and I met you guys, I didn't think nothing of it, man. But you guys were chill, came with your peoples. It was, and then the minute you jumped on, man, I was so ecstatic for you guys. And even though I heard your music from from that day before, I was rocking that.
It's
one
different
song
seeing it live, though.
It's way different seeing it live.
That's an important part. Excuse me, for artists when they're coming up, is to be able to translate that, because you're performing in front of a group of people who don't know you, right? So how do you translate what you did in the studio, what you thought up in your mind, recorded in the studio, across to the stage? And that's really how you build your fan base, is by killing performances. So that's an important thing, and it is very impressive when you see young artists take notice of that early on in their career, because that's a valuable asset, and that'll keep you on the road, that'll keep you booked for shows, things like that.
I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. I was the one person in the group that was against all that.
Yeah, we had to kick this man.
They were like, bro, we gotta perform. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to perform. I was like, I don't know if we even have songs that people are rocking to. Like, I was just so hesitant. I was just so hesitant about getting into it, because I was just thinking too much about what people thought.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of it, though. It's a part of the struggle that we go through as artists, right? How will they accept it, right? And then again, as artists, we're sensitive, because we thought of these things, whatever it was we thought about, and if people don't receive it well, we might feel a kind of way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough thing, but you have to, in order to translate to that next level, you're going to have to put yourself out there and go out and kill these shows, because that's very much a part of it. And that's, as artists, that's where you make the most of your money nowadays anyway, is on the road. Yeah. So that's good, man. Kudos to y'all for that, man. And I want to say, for this being my first time meeting you guys, your energy overall, like just your positive energy here is a good thing. You feel me? So I feel like that translates. When I was listening to the songs, I feel like that translates well, through the music, and then just your vibe right here. So kudos to y'all for that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
for real, man. It shows that you guys are really putting your money. I was telling them earlier, like, yo, these guys are really putting their money where their mouth is. You know what I'm saying? They're making sure they got quality video, quality production. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot, and that's some of the things that we want to do, is help other artists say, yo, get yourself a little team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets a task, everybody gets a job, everybody put in work, and we all move together like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what are some of your like musical influences, like early on in the game, like as kids, like who were you guys listening to, like coming
biggest
up?
influence in the game, Ludacris.
Luda.
That was my dog.
Hey.
I had the Red Light District on CD.
Oh, that was a joint right there.
The clean version, of course.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
makes perfect sense.
I was crushed when I found out it was I got hoes in different area codes.
I got pros.
Yeah, exactly.
I got pros.
Luda, that's dope, man.
Luda's one of those artists in hip hop who I believe is very underrated in this sense. He was extremely talented, right? Like, he can wrap circles around a lot of people. I think that initially his content was what, if people were going to dock him points, it was going to be on his content, because he was very much capable of rapping really well. Exactly. So it's like how a lot of people feel about Big Sean, right? Like, Sean is a very good rapper, but they don't want to ever put him up there with the Coles and Kendricks because of his content. So I think that's a very interesting comparison, or not comparison, but an idol there.
I think Luda was influenced by his area.
Yeah, I agree.
Dirty South.
I agree.
He had to make sound. He had to make music that was for that you know.
And he was also a radio host as well.
Yeah.
So he understood what radio wanted and needed as well. So I think that was a part of it too. But Luda's a legend. So like, I don't care what anyone says. Luda got classic joints. For sure. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. What about you? Who's some of your early?
I don't even know if I could point to one because I had such an extensive just artistry growing up, listening to soul like Aretha Franklin and Michael Jackson. I had all their albums, Usher, all the way up until like the early 2000s, that whole R&B age. So like you can hear that in my music. Like I can't sing. I'm not going to disrespect singers out there, but I can hit some notes. So like the rapping comes from, you know, when I was in Carroll City at my aunt's house, we would listen to Tupac and Biggie and all that type of stuff. So I would get that, and then the singing part of it, I kind of just put it together.
Cool.
So,
cool. That's dope,
that's where
man.
that comes from.
That's good, man. I like to hear that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of you know, the younger generation, they didn't grow up on being able to, you know, listen to. You know, a lot of kids grew up on Lil Wayne, you know, and all that stuff. Who else? Chief Keef, you know what I'm saying? Seriously. Like, I've been watching interviews, and a lot of these new artists that are coming up, you know,
Keef was a huge influence for them.
Right. Key. Who else? They said somebody else. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Usually, though.
No, not Trinidad.
Gold,
I really
my
hope
shit.
Trinidad James is not anybody's rap influence out there. Please.
Gold all in my reigns.
That song was bumping though. I can't.
It
lie.
was. That was the joint right there.
Yeah. So what was the first song you guys recorded? Do you guys remember that?
Wait, and be honest. Was it trash? That's why you laughed. It was trash.
You want to know the truth?
Yeah, I want to know that. I want to know that.
To this day, I still bump this song.
That
Okay,
shit was
because it
sliding.
has a nostalgic
the
feeling.
production is so slap. I would
Yeah.
never show the public. But the song was called "Dance on My Dick."
Okay. I want to hear the hook. I want to hear the hook. Right.
It's literally Dance
I
on
want
My
to hear the hook. Go ahead.
Dance on my
We
dick.
could pull it out and play it.
Oh,
That's
First of
how
all, no,
it is.
pause. That's a pause moment. We don't want you pulling out nothing. We don't want you pulling out nothing. We talking about dancing on dicks.
No,
okay?
we definitely gonna play it. We gonna play
Pause
it. You
for
gotta
that.
send it to us, and we'll
But
definitely-
y'all get a good laugh out of it.
that sounds interesting.
Dope.
Dance on my dick.
So was that the first one, or is that one of the first songs?
No, that was
was
the
the
first.
first.
That was the first one?
that
And
was
y'all
the-
was,
What
at
year
the-
was that?
That was 2014.
14.
20. No, it was 2013.
That's right after Trinidad James. It makes
He was
sense.
done school.
2014.
Oh, 2014.
Yeah, when I was a
2014.
senior.
Okay. And y'all, when y'all was making it, y'all was like, "Yo, we gonna kill him with this dance on my dick."
What's funny is I was on the
Wait till these
laptop.
hoes hear this.
I was on the laptop listening to Baltimore club music. I don't know if you ever heard.
yeah, like
Okay.
kind of go-go ish, like
like the
Yeah, like DJ Class. I got my diamonds on.
Yeah.
So it was one song, I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I was listening to it and I was like, I'm gonna sample this. And they were sitting on the couch, playing video games. Like, you ain't gonna do shit. Like,
Okay.
So I started cutting it and mixing it, and I threw it together. And I played the beat, and they were just like, "Oh." And then I just pulled the beats, and I was just like, "Dance on my dick, hey, dance on my dick." And they were like, "Hey, that's kind of slick."
we gonna kill him with this one, dog. Y'all was looking in the mirror, singing that shit. What y'all getting your rap faces together? Like that. It be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people can't admit that those first couple records, like, they're very important. They'll never really see the light of day, right? But it is such an integral part of the story and the development of you guys as artists and other artists out there. Those moments are very important because you can look back and laugh on it. Then you can look back on it and see where you were and versus where you are now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so the fact that you guys seemingly have advanced past dancing on dicks.
The song is not about us dancing.
No, I didn't say.
on
I
it.
didn't imply that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
You just want to clarify.
I'm just clarifying for the
okay.
podcast.
Clarify
True.
one
Okay.
time.
Pause. You
Clarifying
gotta
for
pause.
the
You know,
podcast.
you got to make sure. So it's good that you clarify for the people because they didn't know.
We had just came
they
from
didn't know the
Madonna's.
context.
That was our first strip club.
Okay.
Madonna's.
On the
Shout out
beach.
to Madonna's.
On the beach.
On the
Wow.
beach.
Wow.
Not that I know, but I'm a gentleman, so I go to clubs. Those are clubs for me because I'm a
Very,
gentleman.
very
so.
tragic experience there, but we had to make a song about it. So.
How much did they get you out of your money? Be real. How much money y'all spend that night?
Nah,
Yeah.
I pleed the fifth.
I'm
They
not gonna
ate-
say that one out loud.
They ate Doritos for the next week. That's how much money they got out of them. I remember my first gentleman club experience too, man. I got. Fell in love with somebody named Cinnamon. It did not work out.
You still remember her name? That's
do.
crazy.
It was a she was my first love.
Yo, all right. So 2014, you record your first song, and throughout that time, you guys were just in and out the studio, just working on music, trying to put it all together. Were you guys like trying to put together a project, or were you guys just like, fuck it, we're just gonna record music and put it out?
We 2014 we started doing that, but we didn't really take it seriously. So we were just making music for fun, literally just making music for fun.
Right.
Then that's when we linked up with Ozo, and he said he had like a little mic stand like this. We hooked it up in his room, whatever, and we started making a little bit more music. We made this the song called Chains, which was like a real deep conceptual song about
There you go.
Oppression and all that type of stuff, because that was really heavy on our hearts at that time. But we still didn't take music seriously. It wasn't until, what are we in, 2018? Last year, 2017, like summer.
Yeah.
That's when Ozo moved and we like built an actual studio in his house. That's when we started going hard,
Okay.
I've been producing since I was a sophomore in high school, like making beats on my laptop and stuff.
Dope.
So by that time, from all that practice, we were ready to go. Like we
Right.
had beats on deck. We were like, he's gonna take his writing seriously. I'm gonna take my writing seriously, and that's
Pause.
Go ahead.
Because like before 2014, that era, like I was literally just off the dome every
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
You was trying to be Lil Wayne?
Yeah, like I literally was just stubborn. They were like,
I'll
"Yo, you
write
should write,
nothing
bro."
down.
I was like, "Nah, I don't even write. I just record."
He didn't even punch in. He would just go for like 16 bars.
It's impressive. So I want to ask this just from an
It's not
artist perspective, because I used to be that kind of dude, right? I used to pride myself because Jay-Z is one of my favorites, and then Wayne, and then so a lot of the greats, they didn't write it down. So for me, I transitioned because I got over it. I learned that it didn't matter if you didn't write it, if it was trash when it came out, right? Because by the time the listener hears it, they don't care how you came up with it. By the time you present it to them, is it good or is it trash? So what made you transition from just kind of going off the dome to actually putting pen to paper?
Well, I literally took some time out and I was going back just listening to some of those tracks that
Like,
I
some of
made.
this is trash.
And I'm like, in my mind, I'm always like analyzing lyrics.
Of
Like
course,
whenever
you
people
should,
drop
you
stuff,
should.
and that's like my thing. So like, for me to come out and just spit complete trash, like all the time off the dome, I'm like, nah, I can't do that no more.
Yeah,
Like,
because it's
I'm
a
trying to
representation
break
of
this
you.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make people think.
And then
Of course.
it was wasting songs because we'd be like, all right, if he had a decent verse, we would have a decent song.
Right.
But he felt like so impelled to, I got to freestyle.
I just
like,
thought it was a very weird thing that a lot of artists went through. You know what I mean? And it's so when artists are aware enough to go ahead and pivot, because it's best for you to pivot. And at the end of the day, your job is to get the best product out, not to impress other rappers because you didn't write anything down, because that don't really mean much when you're trying to sell records and move forward in the industry. So I was just a little interesting tidbit, the fact that you was able to make that pivot.
Yeah.
Dope.
Good,
Hey,
man.
for anybody just tuning in, man, it's on the set live. It's live right now.
Yo.
300 International. My man Tay. We
Yo.
got XMG in the building, man.
Yo.
This is really like, I feel good about this, man. Like I really I was been telling him like, yo, we got to get XMG. Like you guys were top on my list. You know what I'm saying? So now you guys are recording music, and then August 2018 comes around. Who is Xavier Donald? Is that a person? What is that?
Remember, I told you somebody came through with the laptop and is the reason we started making music. That's Xavier Donald.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
That's
we wanted our first like official thing to kind of be like a thank you to him.
Okay.
For getting us started.
That's our president, XMG JD on Instagram. That's our boy. So
XMG JD.
JD.
XMG JD.
Y'all go follow him, man. Give it real quick. What's your IG? Let everybody know your IG.
XMG Xotic. That's XOTIC. Xotic. XMG.
And then
Xotic.
I'm XMG Smyth. That's Smith with a Y, so SMYTH.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys go follow him right now. So, August, Xavier Donald project. How long did it take you guys to put that EP? Because it's an EP, right? Or is it an EP mixtape? What do you guys?
It's more of a mixtape.
Yeah, more of a mixtape.
More of a
It's
mixtape.
more of a mixtape.
Okay.
The way we came about that was kind of tedious because we had a bunch of songs that we were trying to choose from. A lot of conceptual songs that got cut because we're really into that. Like I don't know if you guys listen to Logic, but he has a lot of intricate movement. Like a very almost like an orchestral movement to his songs, and that's what we had going on. But we had to cut those, so it was kind of a tedious process. But by August, we knew exactly what we wanted to put out.
Dope. How many songs did you guys record?
We had about 10 ready.
Probably more.
Yeah, maybe even more.
Maybe more. I've lost count.
Dope.
Yeah, I've lost count.
Dope. So then you guys kind of just
we just
said, okay,
process of elimination, just cycling through it, listening to it again, putting it away. Because I feel like if you listen to one song back to back too much, your mind will just not. You won't pick up like what's really popping with the song. So we had to put some songs away, then bring it back up, and like, is that gonna work? Should we record that? Should we do this? By August, we were like, okay, these 4 songs right here. So
what's your process like in the studio when you guys are getting ready to record a song? You know what I mean? Like, what's the creative? Do you guys already kind of know what you're going in with? Does it depend on the beat?
Well, Smyth don't write, so
right.
It varies.
We don't know what's
bars. Do you rap like this? Like the rap hands, like battle rappers, like that?
No, it's not like that anymore. I had to cool myself down.
Okay.
It's different every time. Sometimes we have the beats already made. We already got them in our email. I come through with like a couple verses written. But I mean, I feel like our best songs are when we're all together. We kind of just bounce off each other.
Yeah.
Like all right in the studio. Xotic, he never likes to write in the studio. He's like he has to be by himself, meditation.
Yeah.
This man's like Buddha.
I'm a real perfectionist when it comes to flow. So when I'm in the studio and they're bouncing off ideas, if I don't like the flow and I don't like how percussive the actual verse sounds, then I can't rock with them. So I'll go sit in the car and I'll blast the music, and then
you got to catch catch your zone. Like, that's a very important part of it as well. Just a lot of people don't understand. It's almost a scientific way that you make and record music, right? So now everyone's process is different, but I'm actually more like you, Xotic. When I have a session, I don't like a lot of people in my session who don't need to be there. Right? Because then you got other people chiming in, and you still trying to work out the thoughts and whatever it is in your mind. And it's usually somebody who has nothing to do with anything. Like, yo, put an A right there, bro. What? What are you talking about? A will sound real good right there. They trying to get a writing credit. Now people think you Drake out here. It's just a lot, man. Shout out to Drake though.
So in the studio, what do you guys get? Like a bottle of Henny or some weed and shit? Fucking prostitutes. What's good?
Whoa.
What goes on in the studio? Like,
he's asking for a friend, by the way.
Coke and shit. What? I mean, what?
I cannot make music under the influence.
See, Xotic, I rock with you, man.
I can't do it,
same
bro.
way.
I cannot do it. For some reason, my mind will shut down, and I will just sit there and look like a damn fool, just sitting in the studio. I have to be in my right mind. I got to be focused. It's all business when it comes to the music, because I want what I'm saying to be heard, to be felt. Right. And I feel like if I'm under the influence, I could just be saying some blah, 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 blah,
like cloudy thoughts, and you can't execute right. Again, that's something that I personally relate to. I definitely understand that. People try to give me like a shot or whatever before I jump on stage. I drink water. Now after I get off stage is different. Let's turn up.
All hands on
but I'll be on stage freestyling to songs I already wrote. It's weird. You know what I can't do that. So I need to concentrate and be focused on what's happening. So
me, I definitely need to be sober. Like 100%. Like, I don't smoke that often, but I've tried smoking to see if it would kind of like get me a little better. But nah, like literally I just go cloud nine. I'm out of condition. Like, I need a reboot.
That's dope, man. So you guys released the project in August, right? In August, like, who did the production on the project?
I did in Ozo.
Okay.
I made 2 of the beats, and he made 2 of the beats, but he's the overall engineer, so he does all the vocals.
Okay.
So we kind of just bounce off each other.
Dope.
For Cast Out and Lines Den, that was me, and for Proud and Focus, that was him.
Dope. So what do you use? You use Fruity Loops?
No. I use Mixcraft Pro, and not a lot of people know about this software. This software is dope. It is so convenient. Like I have Fruity Loops on my laptop.
Yeah.
I have Mixcraft on my laptop. Once I found out that I can get all the plugins off of Fruity Loops onto Mixcraft, it was a wrap.
So is that a free?
It is a free, like you can use it for trial for years.
man
When we
was
were in the
pulling
struggle, when we were in the struggle,
years.
I was changing my email to keep getting.
Oh yeah, everybody know that. Everybody know that free trial struggle.
He was on that Tyler Perry.
Every 3 months.
Everybody, I haven't paid for
Medea.
Netflix.
This
in 2
motherfucker got
years,
like
so I understand.
133 motherfucking emails and shit.
I know. For real. I haven't paid for Netflix in 3 years, so I definitely understand free trial struggle. You
Yeah.
feel me?
So
you sound like they cutting you a check though, the way you did it.
I know.
if I can get sponsored out there, Mixcraft, are you listening? But no, I absolutely love this software. It is so convenient. There's so many small things I can do with editing waves and just so many small things. That's what I use. That's what I make my beats on.
Dope. So what made you guys pick Cast Out as like,
The single.
I guess like the single, yeah, because you guys made a video for that, and I want to talk about that too.
So basically, Cast Out, the way it went down was he was just gonna be on Cast Out by himself. Like he had the beat, he had everything written.
So he was
This man was
Quavo.
not
Okay.
feeling it.
He
at
sent me the
all.
beat. I let that simmer for like
he
months.
was not
I was not
feeling
feeling
it
it at all.
Right.
And then what happened was we brought one of our other friends in, and then he added something to the beat, and we literally like it triggered something in my mind. I wrote my
Yeah.
whole verse like.
He slid to my house.
Okay.
And we were sitting there, and I was like, bro, you gotta hop on this. So I played it again, and then I was like, I wrote 2 verses to this. And so he's like, all right, let me hear it. So then I started rapping, blah 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 blah. He was like, ah. And then my other boy, shout out to Aggro, XMG Aggro.
XMG Aggro.
That's another producer.
Okay.
He came, did some crazy shit with like a synth,
Yeah.
and then Malik was just like,
Yeah, what was crazy is I was about to leave. Like I'm walking out the door. They play it back, and I'm like, well,
He was inspired.
writes his whole verse right there and just spits it. I'm
That's
like,
dope.
Okay,
And
sorry.
you was killing that verse too. Like you
Yeah,
had some
appreciate
lines
that.
in there that I liked. You said something about shout out to my day ones. If you ain't one, then it's deuces or something like that. Like and then you went into the double time, which I like the double time raps. It's like that's near and dear to my heart being from the Midwest. So,
Yep.
that was good.
so
man.
yeah,
So who shot the video for you guys?
that's a big shout out to Black House.
Black House.
Black House.
Black
Shout
They,
out to Black
they
House.
take care of
Shout
all
out
of
to
our
Black House.
all of our pictures, all of our videography.
What's their IG? Let
Their
everybody.
IG is
Black House.
Black House, and
The A is a V.
Okay.
Oh, it's that new age shit.
Yeah.
A lot of kids do
They
that.
are really, really, really dope.
That's
like,
dope.
Really
Dope. Yeah, it's a dope video, man. I wanted to ask you in the intro, when you guys go watch the video, I want you guys to pay attention. Like in the very beginning of the video, there's someone like on the phone, someone talking, and I was just telling him, I'm like, yo, that sounds like an OG.
Like an OG,
you know
like
what
an
I'm saying?
uncle or cousin or
You know what I'm
something.
saying? So who is
when
that?
I play him this video, the man's good. Shout out to Teflon.
Okay.
He is an OG. Carroll City.
Okay.
He used to rap too. I told him I was like, I need to get you on here because the story that we've planted and cast out is gonna follow up in our next video. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Lions
Okay.
Den plays at the end of Cast Out. If you haven't seen it, it's gonna lead right into the next video.
Okay.
Dope.
Story driven. The next one. So yeah, he is definitely someone that keep a lookout for. He'll be in the next one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. I had to know about that.
Yeah.
Where did you guys shoot the video at? Plantation.
My hood.
Okay.
Carroll
Carroll
City.
City.
Carroll
Okay.
City.
Okay.
And
Dope.
then the other one was over here in Davie.
yeah, it was over in Davie at a house of a friend.
The pool party.
Yeah, the pool party.
Yeah.
Pool house and stuff.
Full house and everything.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
invite too.
Yeah, I was about to say. I know
Appreciate that.
we didn't know each other yet, but I feel.
I know, right?
I feel slighted. You know what I
you.
mean? I feel like y'all could have used some help on that video. On the
real.
set. This is called On the Set, and we was not on the set.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
know,
that.
right?
That's terrible.
we got you with the next one.
All right.
We're gonna do
For
it big.
So now what's next? So now the project is out. You know what I mean? You guys had the feedback you guys got at the showcase. Yo, that shit was crazy. Like you guys had people. First of all, you guys brought your own crowd. Like you had a lot of people that were there to support you. That was dope. Then there were also people that had come to see other artists perform, and you guys had them like bugging out.
That's what had me crazy is that like the people that we brought, they not really that crowd. Like we have another set of crowd, they get turned. This crowd they just kind of watch and whatever.
Shit, they
But-
could have fooled me because they were lit.
It was the other dudes that like were there for LCF. Shout out to LCF. He was great. But they was the ones turning up with us. And we
Right.
was like,
Started dancing.
He's like, okay.
I was surprised. I didn't see him at first, and I was like, oh.
That's again to like a testament to you guys' energy though that we were talking about with the coast to coast thing. When you can move a crowd again of people, first of all, of other artists, and then people who don't know you, that's just a testament to who you guys are as artists and as performers. So y'all should always take pride in that and always look to keep that same energy when y'all are on the road, because it's going to be paramount to your career going forward and as far as building fans and things like that. So make sure y'all always
put
hold
that in my notepad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
always
for
hold
sure.
that, man.
Absolutely.
For sure. So now, what are you guys up to now? Like right now, you know, it's been a couple months since the project has dropped. Lions Den video coming.
Coming soon.
Definitely. Lions Den videos.
Coming soon.
Is definitely coming soon.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say too much. It's definitely coming soon.
Dope.
Now, what kind of budget y'all got? Y'all gonna have a real lion, or a dude dressed up in the outfit from like the Wiz or some shit?
We're going to have the cardboard cut out of a lion.
Okay, I just want to see where we at with it, where the budget
We don't need
is,
to look that one up
because
now.
y'all did come in here with those stolen
Was
3D
that a
glasses.
shot
so-
at the Wiz though?
I mean, nah, the Wiz is a classic.
Okay.
But if I see some grown ass man in a lion outfit, rawr, in the background, it's gonna be funny to me.
Nah. So, are you guys recording right now? Have you guys recorded any new material?
Getting back in the studio, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We definitely have. We have some more stuff coming.
Yeah.
Dope.
But
dope.
you want to tell them about what we got planned for October coming up?
Yeah, October we got a performance up in Orlando. We're opening for this girl from LA. Her name is Nicolita, and her IG's is Nicolita. If you want to look her up.
Hey.
She was on the 4, the show that.
Okay, yeah, with Diddy,
and-
Khaled,
Yeah,
yeah,
she was on there
Meghan
for a couple
Trainor.
episodes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
So
When is
good.
that? October what?
October 14th is going to be up in Orlando at this place called Soundbar.
Yep, I know Soundbar well. It's a
Soundbar.
good spot.
Yeah.
So for everybody listening, everybody tuned in Orlando, in the Orlando area, you guys go check them out.
If you
October.
want a ticket, you got to get it at us ASAP because they going quick, and we only have a limited amount.
Okay. So
if
they
you-
could what? DM you?
Yes, DM me.
Hit you on DM?
DM us at XMG Team. I know it's a lot of Instagrams
There's a lot
going
of
around.
Yeah, I got a lot of them.
We got a
But
lot
it
of
start with
them,
I'm
but
X-
gonna
the
get my
main-
own XMG 300. Shit. You know what I mean? For real. Yeah. Yeah, we'll make sure to have all the links on all the platforms on YouTube, IG, Twitter,
And I also
Facebook, all
heard that y'all definitely want to get your tickets because the lion from the Lions Den video is going to make an
Hey.
appearance.
Yeah, we're going to bring that cardboard cut
So
out.
Hey.
y'all might want to get your pictures, you know what I'm saying, before they blow up.
Dope. So that's in October. Anything else happening? Anything we should be looking out for in the near future? Any other performances happening in Miami or anything that you want to let the people know?
Music right now. We're focusing on getting back in the studio. Where that performance takes us, it will take us. Other than that, we'll be hitting bars. You'll see us locally, Fort Lauderdale, Miami Beach.
Dope.
Just for the next few months to, whatever takes off.
Dope. That
What's
sounds
up, man?
good, man.
So I think we are getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? So what's the lasting things you want to tell the listeners out here?
Last thing that I want to tell the listeners is that these 3D glasses are just a symbol of what we're all about. Like our main motto is live life in 3D.
Okay.
So basically that just means, live your life to the fullest. When you have opportunities, take it.
Like you took the glasses.
Yeah, exactly. Just like I saw the glasses, I took them. You got to open any door you can. Don't just let life
take the
fly
glasses.
by you.
Yeah.
Don't just sit back and watch.
Like if you read my hat, it says I live 3D,
Right.
but it also says I
devil.
lived.
Oh, I thought it said devil backwards.
You
I'm
got
tripping.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You got
You hit a shot before this.
A little bit.
It says I lived, and
I
like
like
that's like a huge thing for us. Like
That's
when you come
actually
to
really
a
dope.
performance, we want you to live in the moment.
Like, it's really dope.
So
Dope.
anything that you do, just make sure that you're living, that you're actually taking advantage of, your breaths here on Earth.
I
Yeah,
like
man.
that.
Yeah.
That's
I
what's
like
up right
that
there,
a lot, man. Yo, I want to wish you guys the best of luck, man. Much success. We believe in you. You know what I mean? I know that in the near future, we're going to have you guys back, and it's going to be a whole different, we're going to be telling different stories, man.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
For real. We might
Right.
even have to come,
Come on up, come on up.
and pop up.
Come on up.
Just
You
might
know
have
what
to
I mean?
slide on up there.
What's the date on it?
The
October
14th. That's a
14th.
Sunday.
October
Sunday.
14th.
Okay.
October 14th.
I'm gonna be in Orlando like the following week or something. But either way, we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure out how we can make it happen. Yo, I appreciate this, man. You guys are gonna sign this before you go, so
Definitely.
you know what I'm saying. We're gonna take a quick picture for all the
got to do that,
for everything.
Okay.
And I appreciate you guys coming, man. Seriously,
We
man.
appreciate you guys
Yeah, we
having
appreciate
us.
the invitation.
Yeah, thank you.
For real. Anytime you guys want to come through, you guys got something you guys want to promote
What if I just
or
want to
whatever.
talk? You guys want to talk music?
Yo,
Yeah,
hey.
just talk music, man.
listen,
And it's
man.
not limited to that either. You
Listen.
know what I'm saying? We can talk about whatever.
Okay.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That's
I'm
what- that's what
definitely
it's
down
about.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm serious. Whenever you guys want to come, you guys want to do, want to do an episode, you guys are welcome, man. This is your home. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
So,
that.
with that being said, my name is 300 International, man. I got my man,
The takeover, the TAY from the CHI. You know what it is.
and I got my man DJ X Hell, man.
DJ X.
Yo, we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We love y'all.
XMG.
You know what I mean?
3D,
XMG,
3D.
man. Yo, we out of here, man. Peace.
Deuces.